You're tuning into.
You're now tuning into
CodenameZ.
I did the Connecticut College.
Because why would you ever do this? Oh, good lord.
It's like, we need to start recording because y'all don't even care.
We were supposed to this week. Remember we were supposed to put...
so we could do clips.
Yeah. See, we forgot that.
So,
somebody wants to be a producer and forgot.
I had an NPRE this week, okay?
Didn't, but okay.
I had it yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday, so not today.
But yeah, I've been busy this week.
Anyway, go on.
Anyhow.
Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to...
CodenameZ.
No, we just say your names. We just say names.
You said welcome to. I want to say welcome to Tyrone. Like, what's this? Tyrone's Cabaret or something? Like,
no,
I'm
not
Tyrone.
Ooh.
I'm Tyrone.
And I'm Basil Anthony.
And this is CodenameZ.
The Lollapalooza special.
The podcast.
Okay. So
today, we're going to be talking about something real fun. We're going to be talking about bamboozlement on the internet. Or AKA catfishing. We're saying bamboozlement on the internet because we're not going to just talk about traditional catfishing like you use someone else's picture. Even though we might discuss that.
We will.
But we're going to talk about people frauding on the internet in general.
The popular people. Mm-hmm. The ones that really be out there just...
Right. Because, I mean, we're going to get to many topics, but I don't know if you all heard of blackfishing. Now, apparently, I heard of a whole new thing. I'm going to call it sexual orientation fishing because I don't know what we even...
Well, okay, so the word is queer baiting.
Okay, queer bait. That does not sound right.
I just don't like the word.
Can we not use the word baiting because it just don't sound right?
Okay, just because you have the mind of a 10-year-old doesn't mean you can't say the word bait. So when you go fishing, what is it called? Bait. Okay, calm down. So...
Okay, but it's going to be in a whole sense. If you call me right now, or when somebody called me and they be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm baiting." What would you think?
No, because that's not baiting. Is oh my god, because baiting is the secondary word to it. So the first word was queer baiting,
and that don't still sound
it's
bad.
One whole word.
That still don't sound bad.
I'm sorry, you're not mature enough for the conversation.
And why is it called baiting? I feel like they're trying to be smart.
It's what? What? What are you? Are you
I feel
okay?
Like they're doing the Jussie Smollett. How they did him in court.
Oh no!
I feel like that's what they're doing.
We're not mentioning that man.
Because don't you remember they made him testify in court how he was baiting with that man?
We're not bringing that up.
I'm sorry.
I refuse. I quit. I will not.
Next time, I think I'm going to start like a legal YouTube and stuff, or like a legal Instagram, or maybe we can have a legal moment up here. But it's a few. Things
I'll bring it up because I'm as the resident lawyer of the two.
Okay.
I will bring up lawyer talk Thursdays.
Lawyer talk Thursdays. That's so weird.
Lawyer talk Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, log in, and I will be sitting there with all my law expertise, and we will be discussing different law cases.
Because I do want to discuss. I think that will be because it's some things because what happened in that Jussie Smollett case.
I don't even want to know.
Was a bit
anymore.
Wow. But that's a whole different conversation. So
anyway.
So so queer baiting,
yes,
blackfishing.
All these are just this is all catfishing,
right? So do you want to explain? Okay, I'll explain what blackfishing is, and you can explain what queer.
Yeah, I'll determine queer baiting.
Okay, so pretty much, I mean, it's real simple. Blackfishing. There has been cases where it's been primarily when I have seen it. A lot of women. I haven't personally seen any cases of men doing it, but I'm sure they're out there. But it's essentially when someone who is not black, usually white, does things to their parents.
You don't know blackfishing? Okay, well, not blackfishing in like the literal sense, but like riffraff. Riffraff? Okay, you go ahead. We'll show it later.
Anyway.
Wow.
So blackfishing is like when someone who is
literally Justin Bieber blackfishing.
No, I don't consider. Well, that's not blackfishing. Is what they're talking about.
Justin Timberlake,
like whatever.
Them cornrows. Them cornrows he had when he was in NSYNC.
That's not blackfishing. That's not blackfishing.
That was fishing something.
But no, blackfishing is literally when people on the internet change their appearance either through tanning. I would say darker foundation. They keep saying tanning, lip injections, texturizing their hair, and literally passing for black on the internet. Like, even though Justin Timberlake, nobody ever confused or thought Justin Timberlake was actually black.
But he tried to make it seem like he was mixed. He tried it.
Boy,
He tried it.
Right, but you know what I'm saying. So that's what they consider like that one lady who's been all over the internet. Like she was even given sponsorship deals for black hair care products and everything. And they showed her original picture, and this girl is like white from Connecticut, like white as can be. Ooh. And she said that she was just tanning. But I'm like,
not Rachel Dolezal.
She claimed that she was just tanning, and because she's Italian, so she can get dark. But I'm like,
I mean, which is true, but
not how dark she. First of all, even if I were to give you the benefit of the doubt with the tanning, which I still don't buy. Sis, what about your lips?
Yeah.
What about your hair texture that's curly when it was straight and silky 5 weeks ago? Like, girl, no, you were black. So that's what they mean by like people who pass for black on the internet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So I have the official definition of queer baiting, so I can just bring the whole thing together.
Okay.
Queer baiting, even though we're talking about it in a different sense, queer baiting is a marketing technique for fiction and entertainment for which creators hint at, but they do not actually depict same-sex romance or the other LGBT representation. They do so to attract or bait a queer or straight ally audience with the suggestion of a relationship or characters that appeal to them, while at the same time attempting to avoid alienating other consumers.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just on the internet; they're talking about in media and stuff in general.
Media in general, because I know the example they give on here is Sherlock Holmes. You know, it's always been that thing between Sherlock and Watson. Everyone's always been like, oh, well, maybe they are, and they never really confirmed or denied. It's just been like, we'll see. You know, they do stuff, and it's like, why are they in the same house? Why are they in the same nightgown? Like what?
Right.
Like yeah.
Like, for example, a lot of people don't notice, like, Dumbledore and Harry Potter. It was always kind of insinuated, especially from J.K. Rowling. She confirmed it that he's gay. But it was never, like, he never had a partner. He never had nothing, like, in the series. But it was kind of like this... People who are fans of the book kind of knew that, like, his character was supposedly in love with a man before or something like that, or whatever happened. But
I'm going with queer baiting specifically for
the internet,
online entertainers. Mm-hmm. There are a few.
You be naming them?
I'm gonna say their names.
Because one, I swore to everything he was gay, and so I just found out.
So I'll put it out there. I mean, what he gonna do? Sue me? Flashman Wade,
right?
Or Dallas Wade, or whatever name he goes by. He was on Catfish before.
I'm not gonna say that.
I was like, "Whoa, we're not gonna say that word."
That's very judgmental.
Because
well, people can do.
Because he was faking it.
No, I was about to say I could have sworn I saw, but no.
I was like, "We're not gonna say that word."
He did something gay.
What?
But that's why I said I'm not gonna say because I think that's problematic to list certain things as gay. Even though
it's made on man.
What I saw.
But
he was just very committed to his role.
I only bring him up because he's been, not specifically, but it's been widely over Twitter about people who drag him on a daily basis for doing that one specific thing of getting a primarily LGBTQ audience and promising all of this LGBTQ activity.
Like sexual?
Yes.
Oh, on his page.
On his OnlyFans page.
Okay.
And not actually doing the thing he says. So, like, saying, oh, I have a collaboration with, I'm about to say,
not you about to know all the names. Let's
I can't
expose Basil.
No. But, like, yeah, I'm doing a collaboration with somebody. And it's like, oh, but then you look at the video, you go find a video, and it's like, they didn't even touch each other the entire time.
Right.
Like, this video was just them exercising and hanging out with each other. Like, what? Or promoting, or promoting. Oh, like this certain act. Pay for this pay-for-play thing or whatever. Well, not pay-for-play, pay-per-view or whatever. Yeah. It's like, oh, and I'm doing this.
I'm about to say, not prostitution, not pay-for-play.
not that, Jesus, not that. But pay-per-view, and it's like, oh, I'm getting this done to me, or I'm doing this thing, and then you go get it, and it's like a 5-second clip.
Right.
And it's like, this is not, this, I'm not, why am I paying $10 for this clip that's 25 seconds long and it's barely what you're saying you're doing?
So has he, what I want to know is, has it been a situation where, like, he had just never, has he ever said he was gay? Or has it been one of them things like he just never said nothing and he just let people run with the assumptions?
Well, I think it's been he's never said anything, but then the way you market yourself and the way you promote your assets,
right? That's why I said it was some things that I thought.
So, problematic.
Sorry, but now let's just say. No. I don't know. I'm trying to backpedal myself.
Don't backpedal.
No, you know what I mean.
But yeah, like the way you promote, it's not, that's like
So people, wait, how do we know he's not gay?
He
said it.
He has no videos of him doing things with men in that sense, but he does have videos of him doing things with women. And I think at one point he has said it, like, in a comment section somewhere. Okay. Like, I don't think he's ever come out and fully said it, like, on Twitter or Instagram or whatever. Right. But I think it's been like, maybe people have heard it, like, in comments, talking. Right. He's admitted it, but he primarily sticks to what he does to get a certain audience. But he also does promise things from, if my audience are meat eaters...
Allegedly, he is not gay. Allegedly, he's promising things that doesn't come through. These are all allegations.
That's not an allegation. We've seen it.
But you still... No.
Like, what do you mean? He tweeted it and then said it, and then the video came out and it wasn't it.
But still, legally, you just never...
Okay, well, allegedly...
Just cover our bases.
Yes, because if we get sued... If we get sued by...
Because we don't know if this man's sexual orientation is not gay.
Well, if we get sued... I'm dragging that bitch all up and down TikTok.
Allegedly.
Like, he's always been getting dragged, but, I let it go. But, yeah, allegedly, he just hasn't performed what he's claimed to perform.
Right.
And, he's not the only one. There's other men, there's other women who do the same thing, where it's like, I can kind of say almost like Nicki Minaj queer-baited.
That's what, I remember asking when I was younger. I remember asking, like, so is she...
Because she would always say like she was bisexual, but you never.
Maybe she is though.
But you never really.
Because just because we all know people who may be bisexual who clearly have a preference, they just kind of like damn, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because we've heard people say that like they're bisexual, but they can only relationship wise they're really only interested in one of the gender or sexes or whatever you want to call it, versus sexually they're attracted to the other one. So of course, I would hope we don't see her having sex with people like on the red carpet.
Not the only thing she brought a girl over, like, okay.
So you know what I'm saying? So that could be a little different.
Yeah, I see that, but I think again the way she promoted herself was very much like, yes, I do it for the gays and the girls, yes. But it was like, girl, when you ever came up with a girlfriend? Right. You didn't bring a girl out. You didn't kiss a girl. Like, you didn't. But I think a lot of female artists did this at a certain point. Katy Perry, Nicki Minaj, never Beyonce. Beyonce said, I don't play that. Beyonce, I don't play that at all.
I like the other thing, and that's what I.
Lady Gaga, even though I don't know what's going on. Lady Gaga's an alien. I don't know what's happening. Madonna. A
lot of female rappers do.
Christina Aguilera, Britney.
Homoerotic, that's what they would call it. I don't like that term, seems kind of weird, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Like things that was seen girl on girl, like with Cardi B and Megan. Even though Megan has never said that she was in any way, shape, or form bisexual, but the WAP performance and stuff like that, they were very intertwined and doing things that were very like kind of sexual-esque.
Yeah, but it as harmless as it is, it's still kind of doing the same thing,
right?
Because you give the fantasy.
Cardi has kissed women and all that stuff.
Yeah, Cardi's different,
right?
Cardi, that's a different breed,
right?
But it's still going. You're still going after a certain audience,
right?
So you're making, you're promoting yourself like, oh yeah, like I'm in it to win it. And it's like, okay, sis, now it's time to perform.
Right.
Kiss a girl, and it's like, well, not today.
Not today.
I just had a fish sandwich, and my breath a little stank. It's like, no.
So yeah, so where the queer baiting is an issue is if you, or even the blackfishing, whatever it is, but we're gonna stay on the queer baiting, is if you go along with the assumption that you're gay, you don't correct it, and you also promise.
I think more of your monetary gain is where it comes into play.
Because but then I would think it's kind of tricky with the monetary gain, because I think it has to be some level of kind of being fraudulent, because there's a lot of celebrities who may get a lot of support and stuff from the gay community because they just are very attractive, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are queer baiting.
Because they're not.
Yeah,
it's different having a queer audience,
right,
versus promising certain things. So I'm trying to think of one who has like I can't think of one right now.
Wendy has a big gay audience.
Oh yeah, okay. Wendy has a gay audience, but Wendy's never been like, oh yeah, I'm about to go and go log in. I'm about to go start kissing Suzanne. So I think it's a little bit different when it's like, it's different when you just have a queer audience,
right?
Like Shawn Mendes, like he has a huge queer audience. People like him; they find him really attractive, or whatever. But he's not like out here, oh yeah, y'all, thank you for watching my movies or whatever, and log into my my OnlyFans and my app or whatever, because I'm gonna be out. Me and Charlamagne the God is gonna be on OnlyFans tonight. I couldn't think of somebody else.
Not Charlamagne the God.
Charlamagne the God. Like, we gonna be on OnlyFans tonight. Log in, and then it's them playing.
Wait a minute. Shawn Mendes not. He not.
No.
Okay, sorry. That's very problematic. I need to stop.
He was dating Camila Cabello.
Cabello? First of all.
Camila Cabello. I call her Camila Cabello.
Oh, I always thought
he was dating her, and then that's when that's when that clip came out when he was like, "It's giving Cher," and they were like, "Sean, Sean," but like that. But like, it's different having a queer audience versus promising something specifically for them.
Somebody else.
No, it's Shawn Mendes. But yeah, like, so like when it comes to someone again like Flashman Wade, it's like he has a primarily queer audience because of the fact that he's built the way he is, he promotes himself the way he is, and he's attractive. Mm-hmm. However, he also be like, oh, like, go to my OnlyFans because I'm doing this, this, and this, knowing that's what they want you to do. But then it's not. That's not the video.
With a lot of OnlyFans guys who do that type of work, they really do pander to the gay community a lot, and I think it's because if we just think about a stereotypical market, I know there's definitely probably straight women who buy OnlyFans, but if you think of the porn and like OnlyFans market, it's probably you're more likely to get a man to pay for stuff like that than a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the typical audience of OnlyFans, like, let's be honest, there's probably way more men who view that type of stuff and buy it than straight women. So maybe they're pandering to the gay crowd, because if they just portray themselves just as straight, they probably won't get that much play as if they were. I'm not saying they're right, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm like,
it's still problematic.
I mean, it's still that's what I'm saying. Yeah, right, but
like it's still messed up to do, because you're that's the way you're promoting yourself. I mean, even with like, oh, that was inappropriate. Even with like when people retweeting like comments about himself, you see a lot of him retweeting other men.
Right.
So again, it gives you the fantasy that, oh, he's for the people.
Right.
But it's like, low key, he's not. He's just collecting y'all money and going with his girlfriend.
Right. And that doesn't mean he's not for the people. See, then that's why I think it's an issue, because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't. You don't have to do Like, I don't think he had to go so far to really try to play along with him being gay or say that he's going to do gay things.
But that's where he's getting it.
Audience.
I mean, there's a lot of straight men on there who clearly are straight and they still have a gay audience.
That's what I said. I don't even think he has to. It's so crazy because he doesn't have to do that. Like, even if he posts solo videos, you can use your imagination. He would still probably get a gay audience from there. Like, he doesn't have to say he's gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that's weird. Like,
but he goes into that because like this is what's gonna get the bills paid. So let me go ahead and let me pretend like I'm about to go hang out with Armand Rizzio. Shut up.
Because Basil know them all. Basil is the encyclopedia of the industry.
Show me your OnlyFans. Let's see who you can subscribe to.
OnlyFans. I do not have OnlyFans. Oh, you mean?
Give me your phone. I
don't have OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Right up here, let's
go see your browser. Not try to log out real quick. Not trying to say I forgot my password. Not deactivating the account. There's a mirror right behind you. I can see everything. You look back. You look back. It's a liar. But but yeah. So I mean, let's go with the blackfishing thing. I feel like I'm close to my.
So dang, this one will be hard to show. But like I was saying, that one girl who really like people really could have sworn that she was black and
what was her name? It was Jussie something, wasn't it? Because did she do like a song with Nicki Minaj?
No, I don't know.
Not that one.
You talking about Jessie J?
No, not Jessie. Not Jessie J.
I'm about to say she wasn't blackfishing.
No. Oh my god, I feel like her name was Jessie something, and she did a song with Nicki Minaj. Let me just look at Nicki Minaj.
She did a song with Nicki, but this girl I don't think is that famous. The one I'm talking about. That well, I mean, she's like an Instagram model, but it's like like first of all, it was clearly blackfishing, and the biggest problem with it was that she was monetizing off of stuff for black, like she was getting endorsements for companies that were looking for black women to endorse their product, black hair care products, black makeup products and stuff. Oh, and it's like, yeah, no girl. They snatched her endorsement so fast. They was like, yeah, bye. Bye, girl. And give us some money back. And give us some money back. But it's just like so crazy. Let me see if I can get an exact definition since one of them. Okay, this one just says blackfishing is a word used to accuse someone of pretending to be black or mixed race. Well, accused, that sounds like a... Blackfishing is a form of blackface. Oh, dang! They went there. Well, it is.
I mean, it really is, though.
It is. Which is the practice of dressing up as a black person. A person may blackfish to gain attention or financial resources or to mimic black people and culture. That's true. So, that's what I mean... So we can let's discuss like the Justin Timberlakes and stuff.
The Justin Biebers, the Justin Timberlake. Walking around sagging your pants. Justin Bieber had dreads for a bit, and that was a choice. That was a choice.
I think with the fishing part of it, I just get stuck on us not like me being bamboozled. Like it would never be like Justin Bieber pull up his pants and take the dreads. I'm like, oh, he's white. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
but I mean, it's also again profiting off of. I mean, we could put Miley Cyrus in that category, like profiting off of what primarily we did, like her whole. Hype in the club on perk, chicken chains on, like that whole era of Miley was just offensive, you know. And it was like, and then she was doing this thing where it's like, yeah, but this is my issue when it came to Miley. My issue when it came to Miley was she might not have been making herself darker, but she was doing stuff that when people in our community was doing, we were ridiculed and and made fun of, like twerking. Let a black girl twerk.
I saw an article said that she popularized twerking or that she created twerking.
Didn't.
Excuse me?
Let any black woman twerk, and they're just so classless and how dare they? Whatever. Let Miley twerk, and it's like, oh, she's revolutionizing twerking. No, she's not. Girl. She's shaking them damn chicken cutlets.
She's shaking that back.
It's like, no, this is not it. But then she was doing the thing. Everybody was just like, but everybody was praising her for something that other artists had already been doing. Other artists of our skin complexion were already doing.
Right.
But they were like, "Oh, look at Miley. She's so cool." Okay, she's doing something Nicki was already doing.
Right. Forever.
What are we talking about? Why are we acting like she just revolutionized it? I mean,
it's crazy.
Iggy Azalea, like that exit that goes in and out sometimes. Like I know she said she was Australian, but girl, Australian from the Bronx. Like what part of Australia are you from? Queens?
Australian Bronx in them.
What was that? What was that? What was that accent?
Right, and then oh my god. Oh, but are we going to bring up Miss Grande? Because I'm not going to lie to you. For the longest, I thought she was Latino or Hispanic or I don't know what.
Yeah,
I thought she was Latino. Like so.
So okay. I give her a bit of a pass. A little bit, not all the way.
I was about to say.
Also, y'all got her last name wrong. It's not Grande, it's Brandy.
No, that's what I'm about to say. No, it wasn't. We got it wrong. She calls herself Ariana Grande too. She know what she was doing. She know that she could have been like, "I'm Brandy." But
she said, "I'm Brandy." Okay, hold on.
She though well.
So I say a little bit. So a lot of people said of like her being darker. Okay, also if you see her in Cartoon Network or not Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon when she was on when she was on Victorious and all that kind of stuff, she is painfully white.
Yeah, she.
So
is.
I mean, there's a difference between having some makeup that make you look a little bit more skin toned versus. I mean, there has been a couple times where I'm like, all right now, Ariana. You and Nicki,
it just looked like
you and Nicki look the same complexion there.
I don't know about all that. That's you irking. But I would give her a pass with the skin complexion because it just looks like to me
her makeup improved.
Yeah, but it also just looked like Nickelodeon had them kids locked up filming thousands of episodes in a sound stage. Like she ain't get no sun. Like now it just look like she finally have a life.
Because I mean, people do naturally tan, and then I mean, also you got to think she's also a celebrity too. Like she can't go get her face beat, and her neck and everything else is a different color. Like, so I mean, to an extent, I don't think she's in full body makeup. So I mean, her skin is a little bit darker than what it is now. Again, her coming out there looking like Nicki, no different. But I don't think that she's. Because again, she's never claimed to be Latino. She didn't do no Spanish singing songs. You know, what is she? Is she not out there doing those?
That's true.
So it's a little bit different when I give Ariana a little bit of a pass for that, because she never really played into it to an extent.
Is because kind of in the law we think about stuff like omitting facts. It's still kind of not. You still don't get a pass. So is not correcting. Still bad, like.
Well, so I mean, so correcting as in the what's like. I mean, I don't think she's one of David Letterman, and he's like nails Selena's little sister, Ariana Grande. You know, she never come out dressed like Selena, like, oh yeah, hey, what's up, like.
But I'm like, if you heard all the time that people think you're Latino, and then like, you just never say like, if I go somewhere and I'm like. I go to a place and for some reason everybody think I'm Jamaican and I just never say I'm Jamaican. Like I never tell people that I'm not Jamaican and I just be quiet. But then I'm this is like I love my Jamaican brother. I told him I'm gonna follow his YouTube. Like and I just don't say anything. Do you think that's still as bad as me?
I mean, I think it's you know what I'm saying? Bad, but also at the same time, like I mean, I don't know. You also have to think of like what she actually sees and hears too. Some celebrities don't see it here. Like I don't think she's on. Like I don't think many celebrities are on their own Instagrams and Twitters or whatever. So, well, sometimes they're on their own Twitters.
They need to get off their own Twitters. Kanye. That's the thing.
Kanye, get off. But so we don't know exactly what she's hearing,
right,
or what she's seeing. Like you know, I don't know. No. She's a special case.
Yeah, but then so would you not consider her? See, because that's where, okay, when we get to the entertainment part of it, and it's like people profiting off of like black culture or whatever, would we not consider her, I mean, I really don't, but like, would we not consider her soulful nature, especially her first couple albums, as profiting off of like R&B? How though?
Because
but why is Justin
that's
Timberlake? Why is Justin Timberlake considered that, but not her? And her voice sounds even probably more soulful than Justin Timberlake's.
Because I think there's distinctly different R&Bs. Like when I think of like Justin Timberlake's R&B, I don't put him in the same category as a Chris Brown R&B.
Yeah,
like it's R&B and it's R&B in the sense of the sound, but it's not the same. Like I don't like. I mean, Ariana's first couple albums.
So what made Justin Timberlake?
I don't even think it was R&B. I feel like it's more pop than R&B.
I don't know.
I think that was more than maybe everyone else giving them more accolades than they deserved.
Right. So what made Justin Timberlake profit off of black culture then? Like,
when he was young,
and stuff, or
the dancing, the cornrows, the curly top that he would not let go for a very long time.
Right.
Like, just look at him back in the day. Like,
Well, I'm just listening.
Okay, I was gonna say let's not get copyright strike.
Right,
YouTube listens.
Sorry, we can play a couple little seconds, but does this not seem like hip hoppy?
But that's not Ariana saying it.
This is Ariana's.
That's her song, but that's not her doing that part.
But she's her song. It's her beat. She picked that beat. Those are ad libs in a beat. And when she heard that beat, she was like, "Oh, I love that beat." And that's a hip hoppy beat. That's like right on top. And she.
But I think beat versus actually performing it. Big Sean's black, so
yeah, but then it's still like. That
but I think
it even worse
the beat versus her actual part in the song, I think is a little bit different. Having a hip hop related beat and singing on it is different because she didn't pop up and say this is. She didn't say this is my rap album.
So, but neither did Justin Timberlake.
Okay,
I'm just saying that's like I just try to like understand.
Okay.
And the way you make me feel with Mac Miller.
Too white. But that's just singing, though. I don't know.
But it's still.
I don't think the tone of the.
It's not. It's now because we.
I don't think we can't do it just singing.
We consider pop. Sometimes people consider things pop that I don't know if it's pop. Like we got to be honest. Ariana Grande singing those songs is not pop in the same way. Katy Perry pop.
I think it is. I think Katy Perry is a pop artist.
The fireworks sound a lot different than a hip hop beat.
Okay, so are you saying pop or hip hop? Which one are you going for? Because you just said pop.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Because I think Ariana is pop. But
what I'm saying is her pop, Katy Perry's pop, or like other people who are like these cookie cutter, what you would consider just like pure pop. That like really kind of sounds like it has a different vibe. You can listen to a beat and tell the difference between something that's like if we want to keep it real, let's just keep it real. If you were listening to a beat, let's just go straight with the beat.
Okay. And
someone would have to assume what race the artist is. A lot of Katy Perry music, the music behind her singing, if people were to guess, they would think it's a white person. A lot of Ariana Grande beats and music, it would be a little bit more ambiguous. Like, oh no, that might be actually a black person singing that song. If we be honest about,
I think that's a little problematic.
Yeah, it is problematic. But I mean, let's be honest. Like R&B and hip hop are more so black dominated genres of music. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like it is some black flair in there. Even though I'm not saying there's nothing wrong because like I'm not saying that a white person can't sing R&B and stuff, but I just want to know the distinction of when it becomes blackfishing and when it's not.
I think blackfishing comes to the way you promote yourself. So Ariana has never really been like, she's always been like, oh yeah, I'm a pop artist.
Right.
She's never been out there like she's not out there like Justin Bieber is like, give me the R&B, give me a BET award. This is my R&B.
Justin pop too, though, right?
He doesn't.
Are we sure?
He's always tried to claim that he's R&B, and they're like, Justin R&B.
I mean, but I would even say some of his music. I don't know. Other than Baby is like
okay. First of all, we're not going back 14 years.
That's what I said. That's cookie cutter pop. But a lot of his newer music is pretty.
If I was your boyfriend, I never like you. You couldn't tell me he thought he was rapping.
But that didn't even sound like a He missed the mark because that didn't sound like a R&B or hip hop song to me.
It didn't. Yeah, again, it sounds like pop, but you would have thought that he thought he was in.
But his most recent album is.
I haven't listened.
Oh, that's one of his best albums ever. Or no, not the most recent. The one before last. The one that has "Sorry" up there and oh my gosh, what's the name of them songs? I love that whole album. What's it? Oh my gosh, let me go through real quick. Purpose from 2015. So that was actually two. Oh, he came out with two. Oh, the 2020 album. That's the last one he came out with. Then the one before that was 2015. I didn't realize that album was that old. The one that had "Sorry" and "Love Yourself" and "Company" and "No Pressure." Mm-hmm. You ain't gotta make your mind up. You ain't gotta make it. Now that whole album sounds definitely very. It could be Usher. So let me stop.
I mean that was his mentor.
Yeah, so but I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
And that goes into that whole appropriation thing.
I think Justin's more into like, again, kind of like how I said with other people, where it's like he kind of really fell into this hood mentality, and it's like, okay, he's sagging his pants, he has dreads, he's trying to be gangsta, he's trying to fight people in the street, like what is going on? And then he's like, you know, even though that's not what we are as a people, but that's something. Those are actions that are always seen as our people doing it.
Right.
And while we're reprimanded for it, he was praised for it. So
yeah, I can see that. I don't know. Yeah. All right,
let's take a quick. Actually, you know, let's just.
We never took a break. But
this whole episode is going to be on this topic. Let's take a quick break, and then we're going to go into something else with OnlyFans.
With OnlyFans?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, all you cats and kittens! Can we not say that?
Next, anyway.
Okay. Anyway, this week's episode is sponsored by the Anchor app. And Tyrone, what's? I wasn't finished my line.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Read the script next time.
It was not.
Okay. So, Tyrone, what is the Anchor app?
The Anchor app is a free app to which you can make podcasts on.
Like the one you're listening to right now?
Yes, the Emmy award-winning podcast. I still don't know if they have Emmys for
We are nominated for a Grammy this year. So.
Yes, yeah. And the People's Choice Award. Please vote for us.
Yes, and a BET Choice Award.
Yep, and a BET.
And the CMT Classic
and
Country.
NAACP. Is it NAACP? Or is that the... Yeah,
And NAACP. We're nominated for everything.
Right.
Beyonce who? Beyonce us.
But you can download on your Apple iPhone or your Androids.
Yeah.
For free.
Tried it.
Go
anyway,
ahead.
download it and make a podcast today. Woo.
And we're back, everyone.
I can say it first.
Okay,
one time.
Whatever.
No, you already said it, so you've ruined it. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Anyway, don't push some sounds. Your mom. Anyway.
Okay, watch. Go ahead.
Anyway, so to kind of go back onto the baiting on the internet,
I'm done.
You just need to be a grown up.
Because first of all, don't say I need to be a grown up because you actually really is about to connect that to something that's what it sounds like.
No, not really.
Go ahead.
But sometimes I'm just gonna bring up people who
exactly.
Because don't look at me like that. Because I'm gonna say something. People who promote their OnlyFans.
And that's not connected to baiting?
It's not. It's actually, thank you. You mind your business, you dirty mind. Dirty minds. But this goes to people who promote a quote-unquote free OnlyFans or OnlyFans that it only costs $2 to $3. And you get onto the OnlyFans and then every video is either a pay-to-view or they're 7 seconds long.
Sounds like we have a resident OnlyFans expert.
You told me about this topic.
No,
called me.
Don't even start.
I will bring the audio messages up. You called me specifically.
No, you're lying.
And asked about these.
You're lying.
So
there's no evidence.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll post it on the Instagram.
And then I'm suing you for defamation.
And then I'll post it on the Instagram because I had the proof.
And then I'm suing you for defamation.
I had the proof.
And I hope you have your
Is your number not 215-777-3767?
First of all, don't do that because what if that's somebody's real number and they're about to get Oh my
Someone call that number and they tag us and tell me what they say.
Oh my gosh! But
yeah, that's a form of baiting on the internet as well. You know,
all those celebrities who have OnlyFans and they're up there brushing their teeth. Now,
what was the most Trey Songz?
Yeah,
tried it.
Who else?
Chris Brown.
Who was a lady had made one too? Who was
Cardi B has one.
Yeah, Cardi B has.
And they got mad at her, and she's like, "I never claimed I was gonna be out there showing my punani."
Right? She was like, "Why would I have to do that anymore?" Like,
she's like, you can just Google that and find them videos. Like,
right? Oh my gosh!
It was someone else. Who had it?
It was someone who wasn't even like not older, but like. One bump. Oh my god.
One bump from old?
Like, no, one bump from like she like above our generation, but like I wouldn't consider her old. It was keep talking. It'll probably come to me.
Well, tell me what to do.
Now.
But yeah, I mean that's another form of like of catfishing on the internet because you're claiming, you know, if your videos on Twitter are the same length as the video you put on your OnlyFans, then why am I paying $5.99? For this OnlyFans, and this clip has been 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Right.
Is on there for 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Ooh, that last second really killed it. Or poor camera quality. Like, if your videos are not quality, don't no.
First of all, I don't understand. Like, if you just use a light in your iPhone, that will come out pretty much in HD
somewhere.
So,
like,
but or first of all, or these normal everyday people like us who be posting on Instagram talking about subscribe to their OnlyFans
and it's
for
$25. Yes, $25.
I wouldn't even pay that for Nicki Minaj or any celebrity. Or
I wouldn't pay that for but no, like I'm not paying that much money for you. Right. I'm not paying this much money for Ray.
Right. I'm like,
what is you doing? Unless your collaboration is with Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah.
Not Oprah, first of all.
Like you said, I got a collaboration with Oprah on OnlyFans, and I might pay $25. But other than that, no.
Don't you remember Wendy? She got mad at Chris Brown because she told me she want her money back because they paid for the Only. I'm like, first of all, not that petty show paying for the OnlyFans.
Yes, did.
She gonna talk about, we don't want to see you working out. Like, we can see that for free. Like, we can see that. Like, no.
Oh my God! Speaking again of Flashman Wade, he did something where, again, this was something stupid he did, but at the time people were coming at him on the internet because and I don't know what happened.
Right.
He claimed that he had someone take over his OnlyFans for promotional stuff or whatever, and they were promoting a VIP package that was $100. Okay, $100 to be in a VIP where they were getting like everything, right? Somehow, some way, I think it was just him scamming, allegedly. People did pay for it apparently, and were pissed because
what VIP. I'm confused. What do you mean by VIP? Like unlimited, like more access to different videos?
It was a whole. I don't. This was literally like months ago. I don't remember exactly, but I remember people were talking about it and they were saying like he was promising like I guess like lives and more videos and uncensored stuff and just literally everything, like up the button around the corner. Like he was saying everything for this $100 fee or whatever. And guess what they didn't get for $100?
They ain't get no up the button around the corner.
And neither did he. And I know a lot of people were like, well, like, you know, what's going on with that? And again, it was like you promoted this thing and you just scam people out their money.
Right.
Again. We still go getting scammed next time. Some people do.
Scams are real, everyone. Especially when it comes to like
everything.
Especially when it comes to big life things that people like to go on that people get scammed a lot.
Thank you guys so much for listening today.
Once Basil allowed me to talk about this, we'll talk about it.
We won't be talking about it ever.
Yes, we will. Yes, we
not
will.
At all and ever.
Because I'm trying to save some people from getting scammed. But anyway.
So, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. We bring it to you every week while you gagging.
While you're gagging?
It's a Drag Race. Jesus Christ.
Oh, see, yeah. I don't know those references.
Wow. Hateful. But follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and everything else.
Yep.
And tell your friends about us.
Your grandpas,
your aunts, your uncles, your uncles, as Demi Lovato would call it.
And
we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.